Tasmania is now copping the brunt of the devastating east coast low. Heavy rain has caused widespread flooding and the state is bracing for more. The wild weather has claimed at least 3 lives, with 4 people still missing. One pocket especially savaged is on Sydney's northern beaches. People there are waiting to return to their homes to come to terms with the full scale of the damage. Tracy Bowden reports.
Tasmania's north is awash. After exceptional rain and flooding, rivers are overflowing and towns are being evacuated. Conditions are said to be worse than the state's deadliest floods on record in 1929, when 22 people died. Launceston lies at the junction of 3 rivers. A system of levees was built to protect the city from flooding, but today there were concerns they wouldn't hold. Further south in Longford, residents have been warned that their town may soon be cut off.
More water than I've ever seen here, so we come down, what would be about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And it's come up a lot since then, so yeah, it has been coming up gradually all afternoon.
She's not over yet either, I don't think.
A lot of water everywhere to keep coming down, yeah.
Rescue services in Tasmania are searching for 2 men missing in floodwaters since yesterday. Earlier today, the body of Latrobe woman, 75-year-old Mary Kathleen Alford, was recovered from her flooded home. Near Evandale, south of Launceston, a man was swept away after driving into floodwaters. His wife, who was also in the car, was found clinging to debris.
An extensive search was undertaken using air assets. They successfully located the woman this morning, and the search is continuing for the man.
Locals say the water rose incredibly quickly.
When I checked the bridge last night, before dark, there was no water at all near the road or anything. It was just that the swimming pool area over there had a bit of water flowing out of that, but no, nothing. There's the volumes, phenomenal volumes come down in one go.
These images from the University of New South Wales Water Research team show the impact of the storm on Sydney's northern beaches. On Friday, this strip of houses had backyards with pools and gardens running down to the beach. Over the weekend, all that was swept away. Gary Silk lost more of his backyard overnight.
The engineers are currently going through, but what we've heard is about another metre or maybe 2 metres of soil has gone, people's gardens has gone.
Residents have been saying for years that something needs to be done to protect against coastal erosion here. They say if changes aren't made now, the impact of future storms will be even more devastating.
We've known there's been a problem here forever, and it seems to be a bit of duck shoving between council and maybe owners. I don't know who's responsible, but it's obvious it was going to happen, wasn't it? And we just hope that council and maybe the state government gets together and forgets duck shoving and does something about it, because it's a beautiful stretch of coastline and homes. You don't want to lose it.
Our biggest issue is getting the wall finished between this point here and the next road up. This is the only stretch of the beach which hasn't got a wall, as I understand it, and you've only got to go and look at council's plans to see that. And the only place which has really copped it is the area without the beach. It's like building a dike with a hole in it. You know, surprise, surprise, the water comes through.
On this beach, a rock wall would work, but I think residents would prefer not to have a rock wall to protect a limited number of homes. So another option which we really do need to look at more seriously in New South Wales now is sand nourishment. It's the placement of sand on a beach. It doesn't stop the erosion, but when the erosion occurs, the sand that's been placed on the beach erodes rather than building foundations.
The search also continued today for a man missing off Bondi Beach. The body of a woman was found in the area this afternoon. Today, the Prime Minister visited Picton, southwest of Sydney, where homes and businesses were inundated with floodwaters.
This is the best of Australia. These are tough times when nature flings her worst at us, but it's when Australians respond the best. It's when we see the best of us.
Incredible storm, sir.
Opposition leader Bill Shorten headed to Sydney's northern beaches and the badly damaged Coogee Surf Club.
I've got no doubt that what we will see here is this club will rebuild, and indeed damaged communities right through Australia will rebuild. My thoughts, though, most importantly, are with the family members of people who they've lost.
As the damaging east coast low moves south of Tasmania, the rain has eased, but there's more rainfall predicted in the north of the state tomorrow or Thursday. With catchments already full, that could mean more flash flooding and rising river levels.